Oh, a couple things. First of all, I want you all to know that God is love, and that's exactly what he is. So I have a little bit to talk about today, and I was thinking about maybe singing today too. Again, that was so much fun last time, you guys. Like, that was so much fun. Okay, so Light Up Night happened in Pittsburgh before Thanksgiving, and it was spectacular. Somebody took a video of all the fireworks going off around the city, and it was so, with all the lights and everything, like, it was spectacular. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Okay, so gosh, I'm losing my mind. There are so many things I wanted to talk about, actually. But one of them was, oh, I know what it was. This one's simple. So I went to Starbucks today, and I got a like ice white chocolate mocha or something. And then I got the snowman cookie, and I don't know why these snowman cookies don't look like they're that good, but they're like cutout cookies kind of with like this like glazed icing. They're so good. So I just want to put that out there. Go get one. This is your sign to go get one. But I don't know. There's a lot I could talk about, so I don't know what to think about or speak about first. God has been very good in my life, and I feel like he's always good. Yesterday I got a little bit lost. So like, I feel like in life we have these moments where we're just lost and we don't understand like what's going on in our lives and different things. And my pastor said something that I will probably always believe in. But he said that if you feel lost, that's a good thing because you don't belong here. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't say that, but that's essentially what he said. And it's so true. Like, we don't belong here. This is not our home. Of course, we have homes and everything, but like, we don't belong here. We belong in heaven. And I think that's something, I think I'm preaching to myself now too, because I don't know, we're not truly happy here, and we never will be because it's not our home. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like the song, hi, King Carter Kane. Hi. But it's like this song, Live On Forever by the Afters, and it's like beautiful. But he says, we are not where we belong. And it's true, like, we're not where we belong. So I would just encourage you today to just take a step back and just realize that we are meant for something eternal, for something that's lasting, for something that's forever. So just to talk about that a little bit. I am so excited for Christmas, but this year I am not stressing over anything. I'm just not. I'm going to like get gifts probably and do things, but like, I'm not going to be like, I have to do this, that, or this, because I feel like that defeats the purpose of Christmas, the peace of Christmas. And also, like, when Jesus was born, he brought peace on earth. You know what I mean? Like, we have to remember that it's about Jesus too. And it's only about Jesus. It's the gifts and stuff, help celebrate. But what we're like, pinpointing on is Jesus. Oh, thank you, all my 8 people watching this. So I took the day off today. I started working a little bit, like Ubering, but I didn't get that many Uber ads. And I stopped because I was feeling a little overwhelmed, not overwhelmed, like overworked. I literally have been working for like 10 days straight. So I felt God just telling me, you got to take off. You're working way too much. So I did. But now I do not know what I'm going to do. Like, the snow's melted outside. I would go sled riding. But yeah. Oh, guys. So as you can see, I have curly hair. My hair is not normally curly. My hair is usually, I don't know, I can show you, like up here, super straight. But I put it in these braids yesterday, and I don't think I got on here yesterday, or else I would have showed you, but they were like braids, but like, I just got out of the shower, so I braided them super tight while they were wet. Like, you go like this, you grab it, you put one over the other, and then you do the other one. You just do your hair. And this morning I took it out, and it was like puff, and it was just so beautiful because my hair doesn't really curl that easily. So I thought it was kind of neat. And then I wore these earrings. These are my Christmas earrings. They are so pretty. I absolutely love these earrings. They're so pretty. I'm festive and I'm ready for Christmas. Okay, guys. So if you have not heard or seen the app called Sora, it is the most hilarious app you'll ever experience, probably. It's like they scan your face, they scan the side of your face, and then they scan the way you talk, and then they just make these AI videos out of like everything you do or you like say what you want it to be. So, for example, I'd be like, I want to do Faith. Well, I can tell you one of the ones I did do. It was Faith playing tennis with Mother Teresa. Oh my gosh, guys, it's hilarious. It hardly looks like her, but it does in the beginning. Anyway, she's like missing the ball because she can't go that fast. It was so funny. And then there's ones like, I don't know, me and my brother-in-law fighting over a turkey at Thanksgiving, or like just different things. And I have a wild imagination, so mine are really hilarious. They're pretty funny. And then I did one where I was in church and I was ready to get married, and Prince Charming comes riding in. He's like, Princess Faith, we need, like, the castle needs its rightful heir. And I'm like, but I'm getting married. And he's like, your story starts down. I'm like, then let's ride. Like, they're just so funny. They're so funny. But I wondered if you guys, so I always take the stage and I always talk about whatever I want to talk about. I should put my hair in a ponytail. That'd be really thick. But is there anything you guys like that you've heard me talk about, or like just different things that you are like, I need to talk about this with Faith? Like, or is there anything going on in your life? Because there's no judgment here. And I literally get on to talk about God and to talk about, like things that would help people in life. And actually, I consider myself a motivational speaker because that's what I do. Like, I try to inspire, give hope, motivate, things like that. Somebody said hello. Barbara, did you? Okay, so Carter, Kane, and Barbara, you guys should subscribe. It'd be really cool. People always calling me names like paranoid and schizo, but we are Charlie Kirk. Yes. And that's funny you would say that. Yeah. I was singing that song, Try That in a Small Town, today. The clean version, but anyway. I was singing it, and it was interesting because the first time I sang that after Charlie Kirk got shot, I was singing at the top of my lungs, coming down to this red light, and this teenage kid, like this guy, was like in the car next to me with his window down, and I was like, try that in a small town, and he was like nodding to it. It was so funny. I don't really like to get political on here because I feel like it would just go absolutely nowhere, for one thing. But yeah, plus I don't know politics that well, but I do know that Charlie Kirk should never have gotten shot. Like, this is so messed up. Anyway, we honor Charlie Kirk and we praise God's name, and we will see him in heaven. Now I'm getting all emotional. Okay, so the things I want to talk about. Hi, Jack Concannon. Cool last name. Yeah. Okay, so God is the essence of everything, and I forget who I was telling this to. Oh, it was one of my Uber people. They were like, oh, do you believe in God or something? Because they had Christian music playing. And I was like, yes, I'm actually Catholic or something. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I forget what he said. And I go, well, God is the essence of everything. And he was like, oh my gosh, yes, that's so true. So true. So let's praise God. Let's adore God. Let's worship God. Worship the Lord in his name. I think that's a really good idea. Because, okay, so I was picturing this, and it's quite interesting. So when Mary had Jesus, like when her time came for her to have the baby, and they're like running on an ass and just going towards Bethlehem and everything. So they come to this inn, right? And they're trying to get a place for her to have this child. And they knock at the door to the inn. The guy that opens the inn, or the girl or whoever, and they're like, they don't understand that Jesus is going to be born, and he's a king, and he's God. And what's really sad about it is Mary, they just kind of go in their poverty or whatever to a nearby stable, where there's animals and everything. And then she has the baby. And what actually is really inspiring is she had a kid in a stable. Like, she didn't have a nurse or anything, I don't think. And it's just like, it's kind of cool. Like, I need Mary to help me deliver my kids if I ever have kids. But, this one time I was kind of homeless, sort of, and I was walking the highway, and truth be told, these cops were really bad around this place. And I was walking down the road, and so this guy, I didn't see him, but I'm walking like at night. So I'm walking, and there's like the street light, and I'm walking, thank God. And this guy was like coming up towards me, and I was like, oh, hi, how are you? And he was like, well, I just got out of jail. And he goes, be careful, because the cops keep trying to take me, or like the cops tried to take him back to jail, even though he didn't like belong there. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, and I'm like, well, what do I do? And he's like, go back there. There's like this church, I swear to God, like this church, kind of like a Lutheran church, I think. And he was like, go hide behind the church. And so I'm like, bye or whatever. And he goes, and then I'm like, it was the scariest thing, y'all. So I go behind the church, and there's like a pavilion, like a little pavilion thing. And I go behind the pavilion, and I get on the ground like I'm in the Marines or something. And I'm like looking up, and the cops, they didn't see me, but they knew I was around there because they stopped me first. Anyway, so they're like slowing down, because they're like, what's your name? And I'm like, Faith. And they're like, what's your last name? Anyway, so yeah. But I'm like hiding, and they like slowed down, and then they went past. But what was really interesting is while I was back there at night, it was like really cold, and there was like this hay on the ground. And it got me thinking, like, this is where Jesus, this is kind of where Jesus would be born, because it's like sort of like in a stable. It wasn't, but just close. And then the cops going past was like, he knew what was going to happen in his life. He did. He knew that one day they would come for him, yet he still chose to be born a baby in a manger, vulnerable, all that stuff. And then when he grew up, of course, they came after him with like the soldiers and stuff. And one of the things I wanted to talk about today is they buffeted him. And I don't know if you guys know what that means. It's not buffing, like buffing a window. It's like punching someone, but like doing it multiple times and like really hurting them, because it's insane. Like, the things Jesus went through is insane. It's very hard to think about. But we should do it anyway, because we honor him also. Anyway, I don't know. I was going to sing something, but I don't know if you guys want me to sing. Maybe I should sing something. I'm trying to think what I could sing. Oh, come, Emmanuel. Emmanuel's like Jesus coming to us. I don't know. I was listening to Christmas music earlier. But yeah, guys, my hair is so curly. Look at the body of it. It's just like super curly. And then let me think of a song. I could sing Ave Maria. Ave Maria. Gratia plena, Maria gratia Dominus, Dominus tecum, benedictatur et mulieribus, et benedictus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus. Ave Maria. God bless.